Jessica Jacobek, and this is my leadership perspective. Leadership is patient. Leadership is kind. Leadership does not envy. Leadership does not boast. Leadership is not proud. Leadership is not rude. Leadership is not self-seeking. Leadership is not easily angered. Leadership keeps no record of wrongs. Leadership does not delight in evil. Leadership rejoices with the truth. Leadership always protects. Leadership always trusts. Leadership always hopes. Leadership always perseveres. Leadership never fails. Now, you may recognize this as a quote from the Bible, originally about love, but here I've replaced it with leadership. While some of these may not fully align with everyone's perspective on leadership, I find that the few leaders I know who follow this are role models to me. One specific example was a on-site boss while I was a contractor, third party for a financial institution. He ran a unique team and sought me and my skills and talents out. He was the first transformational leader that inspired me to be better. You would find him as what would be quantified as the middle of the road leader, according to Mouton and Blake's leadership grid that was found in our Schreiberg and Schreiberg book. He empowered his employees and valued their input and participation as a democratic leader. He not only lives these values at work, but at home as well. The successes of a team are truly a labor of love for their leader. A labor of love is defined as something that is done for pleasure and not reward, which would also be something that would be considered to motivate someone intrinsically. To have a genuine connection with your team is essential to enhance that motivation. Most people can think of either a hypocritical leader, someone known to ask you to do as they say but not as they do, or an authoritative leader that they have countered in their lives. I've had the pleasure of enjoying both at one place of employment. One colleague would champion a certain sales method, but then would allow others to get away with questionable sales practices. The authoritative manager was an ex-military member who felt it acceptable to essentially bully his subordinates publicly. Having both good and bad examples on leadership have developed the perspective that I have today. While most people may think leading from the back won't work, it's a matter of repetition. Leading by example, and then taking off the training wheels. And as people lose focus, as they tend to do over a period of time, you gather them back up to refocus and give them another example that you lead by. All of this while remaining patient, kind, not rude, easily angered, or self-seeking, while trusting, hoping, protecting, and preserving.